Worcester Railers continuing on their 6-game Western road trip, and after gaining 4 out of a possible 6 points against the Utah Grizzlies, it's now time for a Wednesday night showdown against the Idaho Steelheads. Cam McGuire here standing alongside Railers captain Jordan Lavallee-Smotherman. And Jordan, before we get into the road trip and some hockey talk here, I did just step on your toes before we got this thing rolling.
I think I'll be all right. I'll have Julia take a look at it, but I should be good to go tonight.
All right, well, we mentioned the 6-game Western road trip. This is a lengthy one, a 12-day road trip. Have you been on one that's gone this long?
I think as a player, no. This will be the longest road trip I've been on, but it's been a good one so far. We got off to a great start. Plenty of time with the guys to bond, and hopefully we can keep the train rolling here in this next game.
Yeah, obviously last Friday night a 4-1 win. You guys followed it up on Saturday with a 6-2 win and then fell by 1 goal on Monday. You mentioned getting off to a strong start. That's something you guys have been able to do right out of the gates. What's kind of alluded to that over the last couple of games?
I think it's just the comfortability we've had with each other. You know, we've been able to keep our lines together for about a month now, and guys have finally started to kind of feel each other out, and it makes the game a lot easier when you know where your line mates are going to be, you know their tendencies, and I think early on in games that's super helpful.
We mentioned getting out on the ice with the same players. What's it been like to be out on the road? Getting some time to bond away from the rink has to be pretty fun as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these road trips are what can define a team in a final stretch down the road when you're looking to make the playoffs, and coming together is a huge part of that.
You got a lot of family in the Salt Lake area. You got anyone in town here in Boise that made the drive or what?
I actually have a high school buddy of mine that's in the area, but no family. Yeah.
All right, absolutely. And talk about the drive yesterday. We, about a 5-hour drive and pretty scenic route. We saw some, I don't even know what this was. I'll show it right here in the video, but that little waterfall bridge thing we kind of saw.
Oh, that golf course looked ridiculous down at the bottom of that little valley there. I think that was the only thing I noticed.
Well, you mentioned, let's look at tonight's game. Obviously, Idaho is a team that loves to play on home ice. What do you guys need to do to kind of disrupt them and kind of knock them off their game?
I think it's just playing our game. We have success against every team we've played against when we stick to our system and we play the game the right way. And so I think that's going to be huge for us tonight, especially against a team that is comfortable winning in this building. I think you said 19-5 at home or something like that. So a huge one for us to make sure that we make a statement early in the first 5 minutes.
Lastly, you here personally on a 3-game point streak, goals in back-to-back games, and you're now up to 22 goals on the campaign. 13 of those have come in the last 18 games. How have you kind of upped your game over the last month or so?
It's a typical season progression for me. Usually January things start to look up and turn around, and I start to play a little bit better. But again, I think it really comes back to the team coming together. I've been able to play with the same guys. You know, I've had the same center now in Liam Coughlin for probably the last 10 games or so, and he's a great player to play with. He sees the ice really well. I made a great pass on my goal in the last game. Wins a lot of faceoffs, and that certainly makes the game a lot easier for me.
Well, Smo, thanks for the time, and have some fun tonight.
Thanks.